Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about how to know if nursing is for you. How do I know nursing is for me? And this video is based off of my personal experience. I'm a registered nurse going on 4 years now. Yeah, I should be like 4 years now. 2020 till now, it should be like 4 years now. I've been a registered nurse for 3 to 4 years now, and I've been asking myself, is nursing really for me? How do I tell nursing is for me? And I arrived at 3 important questions that I was able to answer for myself. And I thought to share with you guys. 3 questions you would ask yourself if you're wondering, if you're in doubt of whether this whole nursing thing is for you, if nursing is a long-term career thing for you, if you're unsure, if you're in a place where you're uncertain about, oh, is my career choice really for me? Is there a time for change? Do I want to change in the long run? This video is for you. And if you're here, I'm guessing you're either interested in nursing, or you're already a nurse and you started a journey and you're like, I don't know if I can continue this, and the uncertainty is there. Or you're on the flip side and you're like, I see nurses every single day. What does it really mean to be a nurse? How do they know they want to be nurses? Or I have a family member, I have friends, or you just want to indulge this beautiful face. You're very much welcome. So anyways, let's just get straight into the video. So before I continue, Anastasia Obilo here as always. I'm a registered nurse, 3 years going on 4 years now. I make content not just for nursing, I also make lifestyle videos, vlogs. And you guys, you're in my car. I was about to go out and I've been procrastinating so much about, making this particular video, and it has just been in my mind, like, I really want to make this video, but I'll say, okay, later, I'll do it in the night, I'll do it later in the day, I'll do it when the sun comes down. It rains every other 2 days or every other day, so it's as if I'm also making I'm also taking it as an excuse as well. So I'm like, I'm going out now, I'm all dressed, I think I look good, why don't I just make the video? So hence we are doing this in my car today. In fact, like this video at this point, do not forget to subscribe, and let's just get into it. So number one question I believe you should be asking yourself is, do I really love nursing? Like, think about it carefully before you answer. I know it's easy to say, oh, I love nursing, oh, I love this career path, I don't see myself doing any other thing. But ask yourself, do you really love nursing? Because nursing doesn't exactly just end in showing up, wearing fancy scrubs, being all polite. It's actually a lot of work, if you ask me. I don't know why social media paints nursing as if it's one glamorous job. I see people being all fancy going to work. I've tried. It's not working. I've tried makeup to work before. It didn't work out. Like, it didn't work. It didn't work out. I see people doing a day in their life, work. It just seems more fancy. When you think about nursing, I want you to know that it is not the typical glamorous job. If you're a nurse, you know this. It is not the typical glamorous job. And I want you to think of these 4 things: poo, pee, blood, and vomit. What am I missing? And I feel like it's generally like that for nursing, irrespective of the field. In fact, at the top of my head, the only field in nursing that I can think of that you may most likely not see things like that or experience things like that is, I can only think of, you're a tutor, you're a lecturer in nursing, that kind of thing. So, or you work for a non-governmental organization that does not necessarily require you to be in the hospital environment. You're less prone to encounter, things like that. But if these 4 factors are a problem for you and you're like, I love nursing, but I don't know if I can stand things like this, I don't know if I can stand blood, I don't know if I can stand seeing patients in some certain situations, or if I can stand doing this, if I can stand doing that, if you go through nursing school, best believe you'll be fine. Unless you are our typical baby girl and it's not for you. Because I can remember our first clinical posting here. I had this one cosmate, we're in the clinic, towards the end of that shift, we had lost a patient, and a classmate of mine literally passed out, like she fainted. I was just there looking. I'm like, I was just really just there at that point. She was in so much shock, I guess, and couldn't stand it. So she fainted. But guess what? She's a registered nurse now. Did I mention qualified? And she's killing it. Yes. So it's important that you ask yourself this question. Do you really love nursing? Is this something you see yourself doing in the long run? If it wasn't sustainable, would you still be doing nursing? Because I'm made to believe that if you love something, you are willing to go down with it. Will you end up miserable if it wasn't nursing? And there's this saying that if you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. Can I be honest with you guys? I've been trying to crack what this actually means, because me, I'm feeling like it doesn't just correlate with nursing. If you're a nurse, you know this. If with nursing, you have to work days in your life, but you love the job, you're not letting go. How does that now make sense? Anyways, if you have an answer to this, please let us know in the comment section. Educate our ignorance. Let us really know what it actually means. Because with nursing, I feel like that whole statement contradicts with nursing. So, do you love nursing? Ask yourself this very important question. So number 2 on my list would be, I hope we're jotting something down. Please get your pen and paper. At this point, like this video, click on the like button, and let us continue. So number 2 on my list would be, are you empathic towards people? Do you have the ability to understand and share in people's feelings? Because that's what empathy entails. Not to say that you're empathic to the extent that you can't control your emotions. It is important that your emotions are in check, but also, do you treat people the way you want to be treated? All this boils down to empathy. My first experience in the labor room as the nurse was my actual worst experience. Like, it wasn't cutesy, it wasn't demure. So I used to work in a very closely knitted hospital. It was my first job, literally. And long story short, we had this one patient. She came into the hospital for a scan. She was pregnant. I think she was about 5 to 6 months pregnant then. And the scan confirmed fetal. Every other check done, and it was confirmed fetal. Like, it was so disheartening. It's like, how do you tell a woman that? How do you even start to tell a woman that? Best believe, as the nurse, you have a responsibility to care for this patient who has just lost her baby. I was alone on this particular shift. I had not first-hand delivered a baby before all by myself. I would usually have assistants, or I'm the one assisting. In most cases, I was always the one assisting. So it's like, why does it have to be my first? And by caring for the mother, every other thing will include, also delivery of the placenta, controlling bleeding, controlling pain, make sure she's comfortable. While I was doing all of this, I was trying to make sure that my emotions were in check. Like, it took a lot from me. As much as I believe that I wasn't even feeling 1/4 of what the mother was feeling in that moment, I know that I could tell that is a lot to take in. So are you empathic towards people? Do you show empathy towards people? Because nursing embodies a lot of that. In that moment where she's grieving, not feeling good about the situation or what had just happened, I hope that I left a mark, that made her feel comfortable, that made her feel safe in that moment, as her nurse, while doing my duty, which is very much priority to you as a nurse. So are you empathic towards people? It's actually, if you ask me, I would say it's actually a human thing to be empathic towards people. I don't think it's asking too much for you to show empathy towards people. So you should ask yourself this very second important question. So our number 3 question, which happens to be the last but not the least, is, are you willing to go the extra mile to be better? Are you open to learning or reading? Do you look for ways to improve in your skills as a nurse? Are you open for growth? Because I can remember when we had just graduated, finished school, and then I and my classmates would just be like, even if I see newspaper, I ain't gonna read it. I'm done reading. Everything reading is over. Everything reading is what? Is what? What did I just hear? I wish that was the case. I actually wish that was the case. Unless you just want to be stagnant, which I know we all don't want to, or we just want to be that one regular nurse. No room for growth. That's why it's important to ask yourself, are you open for growth? Are you open to learning? Are you open to being better at your skill as a nurse? Because with nursing and even any other medical field, you can't say you give a pause to reading, to learning, because you are a nurse and you are a health professional. People, see you as that. People will call you for things. People will ask you certain questions. They will ask for your health opinions, health related opinions. And we don't just want to be like, I don't know, they didn't teach me that one in school. Nurses are respected and it requires a lot of critical thinking. In all of this, I'll say nursing is the most rewarding profession that I know. The feeling and impact you make on people, nothing beats that, if you ask me. Best believe I really do not see myself doing any other thing. So please do not forget, first of all, do you love nursing? Secondly, are you empathic? Are you empathic towards people? Thirdly, do you see yourself going the extra mile to be better at your skill as a nurse, or to push this nursing career forward? It's important that you ask yourself these 3 important questions. And I hope you get an answer and you're confident that you're in the right place. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know I just mentioned just 3 basic questions. What other questions are there to ask? What other questions will make one get a response of, is nursing really for me? Subscribe. At this point, I don't know why you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel. How did I offend you? Bikon. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.